Now we're in ArcMap. One thing I want to make sure people are aware of is if you, instead of actually clicking on the add data, if you click on the little pull down adjacent to, we can add a base map. This can be quite handy for things like, let's say, imagery with labels. You don't have to go and get these data from Earth Explorer. You can just see what's available. So this whole world, and it's kind of dynamically pulled in over the network. So what I'm going to do is zoom into Phoenix to the area around Tempe Town Lake so we can use this as part of our effort to study the channel change there based on historic photography. So as you go in and you zoom in, you can see the quality change. So at a certain scale, we're looking at more probably like Landsat aerial photography or satellite imagery. And then once we zoom in just a little bit more, we switch to high resolution data, which are probably aerial photography. It looks like 60 and 30 centimeters. They're probably actually all satellite data, and then just displayed at different resolutions depending on the scale that you're working. So we have these data. We can assume that they're quite recent, and so now let's go ahead and georeference one of the images that we downloaded already, then one of the Airphotos. So here I'm going to put in the 1930s photo. See that I got that set as my georeferencing, so I know this is about the right zoom. I'm going to fit the display, and there it is. So now I just have to pick my control points. There's not a lot of distortion probably, so we don't need a huge number, but let's pick some. Add control points. You just want to turn things on and off until we can kind of get a sense of remember, it's good to kind of span the image, and these two that are in a line like that, you have to be careful with. You know, we want to really work to get across the image. So now we need to really work up in, in Scottsdale or Phoenix to get a few more tie points. Here you can see it's pretty. See, the resolution that you export from that site is kind of scale dependent, so we don't have the highest resolution aerial photography, but we can see this curve in the aqueduct, which I'm going to put in the canal. I'm going to assume is the same one. Now already it's pretty good because I think the Airphotos from the county are georeferenced. But let's check a little bit. We just zoom around and check. Okay, so I've got it done now. I just need to georeferencing. I'm going to say rectify. It's about 10 meter pixels, nearest neighbor. So actually remember here, the output location is just the folder where you want to put it. It's not the file name. I'm going to put it in my Airphotos folder. Then here's the name. So 1930 Salt River. Let's just say rect instead of 1. Format's GeoTIFF. That's good. So save. Okay, so let's add that image back in, and I can turn off the Salt River. So when I delete the JPEG, I lose my links, but so you have to be careful. But there now is our rectified image.